dramatic day in court for Hannah Freeman, a former 4th grade teacher sentenced for stalking her ex-boyfriend 33 times in just 19 days. But calling it dramatic is putting it mildly. This police chief's daughter had just learned that family connections wouldn't save her from real consequences. The case that brought Hannah to that courtroom started with a desperate 911 call.
Westlake Police, can we help you?
My ex-girlfriend continues to stalk me and park her car next to wherever I am and follow me home every night.
But here's what makes this case even more disturbing. Hannah Freeman wasn't just any teacher. She was the daughter of North Ridgeville's chief of police, and she believed that connection would protect her from consequences. This is the story of how privilege, obsession, and entitlement collided in a courtroom and the shocking meltdown that followed when reality finally caught up with a woman who thought she was above the law. I'm bringing you this case on Women of Crime, where I examine the complex psychology behind female perpetrators. If cases like this fascinate you, subscribe now because I publish 2 new cases every week. Hannah Freeman was 27 years old with a master's degree working as a 4th grade teacher in North Ridgeville, Ohio. On paper, she looked perfect, educated, professional, working with children. But Hannah had a secret weapon she'd been using her entire life. Her father, Michael Freeman, was the chief of police for North Ridgeville. In 2022, Hannah was arrested for disorderly conduct over noise complaints. When police confronted her, Hannah's response revealed everything.
My dad is Michael Freeman. I will give you my ID. What's the issue?
She told multiple neighbors the same thing, that she wouldn't get in trouble because her father was the police chief. This wasn't just privilege, this was someone who fundamentally believed rules didn't apply to her. That 2022 incident should have been a wake-up call. Instead, it became validation that her connections would protect her. When she met her future victim in early 2024, that dangerous mindset would escalate into something far worse. Hannah met David, a middle school teacher at Lee Burnson Middle School in Westlake, Ohio. Both were education professionals with clean reputations. They seemed like a perfect match. But by April 2024, David had enough. The relationship was over. He told Hannah it was finished. In his mind, they both needed to move on. Hannah Freeman had a very different understanding of what over meant. What happened next would last for months, traumatize David, and ultimately land Hannah in handcuffs. When David thought the relationship ended in April, Hannah was just getting started. She began showing up at his workplace, uninvited and unannounced, parking in the school lot and watching. According to police GPS tracking data, Hannah Freeman visited David's school 33 times on 19 different days over 30 days. Think about that, sometimes multiple trips per day. This wasn't coincidence, this was systematic surveillance. But Hannah wasn't content to just watch. According to David's testimony, she was following him home every single night. Picture being stalked by someone for months, your ex visiting your workplace 33 times and following you home daily. On November 6, 2024, Hannah's behavior escalated to criminal. She had planned to spend the night at David's apartment, but he told her not to come. The relationship was over. Hannah showed up anyway and discovered another woman there. This sent her into a rage. Instead of leaving, she broke into David's unlocked car and systematically stole items. 2 backpacks containing laptops, his wallet, car keys, and prescription medications. This wasn't emotional, it was calculated. Hannah took things David needed daily, forcing him to contact her. After months of stalking, David finally called for help on November 7th.
Westlake Police, can we help you?
My ex-girlfriend continues to stalk me and park her car next to wherever I am and follow me home every night.
When asked how long this had been happening, David's answer was devastating. Probably a month now. A full month of daily stalking before he felt he could call police. The next day, Hannah showed up at his school again. David called 911 a second time. This time, police responded and found exactly what he described. Hannah sitting in her car, watching and waiting. The body camera footage reveals Hannah's mindset when confronted.
Hannah Freeman.
Hannah Freeman? Are you supposed to be up here? You are? Were you in his vehicle earlier? No?
Well, we went to get dinner together, but...
Where'd you guys go get dinner at?
Canes.
King's?
Canes, yeah.
Raising Cane's? Which one?
North Olmsted.
North Olmsted? Okay. Well, we got a complaint from him that you were in his vehicle tonight and you're harassing him and stalking him.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Did you take some items from him last night?
When asked about being in David's vehicle, Hannah claimed they went to get dinner together, reframing theft as consensual interaction. No shock, no denial, just casual dismissal. Throughout the arrest, Hannah showed no genuine remorse or surprise. This wasn't someone who made a mistake. This was someone who got caught.
Step over here.
Putting it down.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You don't got anything on you that's gonna stick, poke, anything like that?
No.
While Hannah was arrested outside, David told police the full scope of her behavior.
Did you invite her here?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah,
Are you sure you didn't invite her here?
Yes, I never invited her to anything.
'Cause she said that you invited her here.
Yeah, I know. She probably would have said that. She actually yesterday followed me to my apartment, stole stuff out of my car.
Yeah.
Medications that I need, my car keys, which I was finally able to get back from her, a laptop, and my wallet. And she has run up a bunch of charges on one of my credit cards now.
David revealed deeper violations. She kinda knew passwords to my accounts and stuff. She's been messing with my accounts.
She did?
Yeah, and then she, because I did date her back in April, we probably ended it. She kind of knew passwords to like my accounts and stuff.
Where did,
She's been messing with my accounts.
Where did she rack up the charges at?
It was all from Amazon.
Hannah was using stolen information to access his personal accounts. The credit card charges were all from Amazon. Hannah was shopping with David's stolen money while stalking him. Hannah was initially charged with 5 felonies: stalking, burglary, 2 counts of aggravated theft, identity fraud, and drug theft. These weren't minor charges, they carried potential prison time. But by June 2025, something remarkable happened. 5 felonies became 3 misdemeanors: disorderly conduct, obstructing official business, and possessing criminal tools. How does someone with overwhelming evidence against them negotiate away felony charges? The answer involves privilege, legal maneuvering, and a system that often treats female perpetrators as needing help rather than punishment. Hannah's attorney, Michael Kinlan, employed masterful minimization tactics. He claimed the relationship didn't end in April but continued until November 6th, the day of the theft. Most audaciously, Kinlan claimed Hannah was invited to David's school 33 times to help with classwork. A middle school teacher needed help with classwork 33 times in 19 days from an elementary teacher. The defense explained the theft as Hannah taking his book bag for about 3 minutes when she discovered another woman. But evidence showed systematic theft of laptops, wallet, keys, and medications. On sentencing day, Hannah delivered what appeared to be a carefully rehearsed statement, reading from notes.
I regret the incident. I definitely acted out of emotion, and I regret that decision that I made that night, and I will take steps necessary to move on from this incident, and you will not see me back here again.
Okay, thank you.
Notice the language, that night, as if months of stalking were one evening's mistake. The statement was brief, generic, and completely lacking genuine remorse or acknowledgement of David's suffering. Legal experts later noted the statement was formulaic and dismissive, like Hannah was checking the box and expecting immediate forgiveness. Judge David T. Mattia had heard enough.
This is frankly a bizarro breakup between 2 professionals. The pre-sentence investigation does not paint a pretty picture of your behavior, Ms. Freeman.
Then came the sentence.
I'm going to place you on 18 months of community control. You'll be ordered to have no contact with Mr. McKenzie, the victim. In this case, as a condition of community control, you are to wear a GPS device for the first 90 days. You'll be on house arrest with work release. You'll be ordered to undergo mental health counseling, particularly for...
But then the bombshell.
And you will serve the first 7 days of this term of probation in our county jail. You are ordered remanded.
Hannah's reaction was immediate and shocking, shrieking and crying as reality finally hit someone who expected privilege to protect her forever.
My problem.
I don't think it's my
order
bad.
remanded. We're done. Don't do that in front of the camera.
Her attorney frantically tried damage control.
At this point, Your Honor, I'm going to make a motion to withdraw her plea and would rather go to trial.
Judge Mattia wasn't having it.
Because you don't like the sentence?
No, because we don't like the way the court has interpreted the facts.
When the attorney claimed they didn't like how the court interpreted the facts, Judge Mattia delivered the devastating response.
When was this case indicted?
December.
Yeah. half a year ago.
Your Honor,
Did you make any effort to talk to me in the last 6 months about how I would sentence your client?
Yes,
No.
we did.
You did? When?
When I asked you to take her off GPS back in April.
Okay, and I did.
Yes.
But that wasn't about sentencing, was it? I just asked you, did you make any effort to talk to me about what sentence I would impose after you negotiated a plea deal with the state of Ohio?
No, we did have an agreed sentence with the state. Would ask the court to go along with that agreed sentence as it's a condition of plea.
Didn't ask me, sorry.
The plea is not knowingly voluntary.
Your bad practice is not my problem.
Hannah Freeman was escorted to jail, crying and shrieking, the sound of someone who had never faced real consequences experiencing accountability for the first time. Criminal defense attorney Diane Menashe identified the failures.
The defense attorney didn't do what all of us do, which is before we enter into that courtroom, we make sure that we sit down with the judge and we know as much as we can.
But the attorney's failure was just one piece. Hannah had been protected by multiple privilege layers: her father's police position, her professional teaching status, and gender stereotypes about female perpetrators. The case shows how institutional privilege can delay accountability until evidence becomes undeniable and a judge refuses to play along. Hannah Freeman fits the profile of an entitled stalker, someone who believes their victim belongs to them regardless of the victim's wishes. The helping with classwork excuse reveals classic stalker reframing, turning criminal behavior into caring actions. In Hannah's mind, she wasn't stalking, she was helping. The theft escalation shows abandonment rage. When emotional manipulation failed, Hannah escalated to crimes designed to force contact. The systematic nature reveals calculated thinking, not emotional impulse. Her complete meltdown when sentenced reveals someone who genuinely believed privilege would protect her indefinitely. David's month-long delay in calling police highlights challenges male victims faced with female stalkers. There's stigma about being unable to handle an ex-girlfriend, especially for male teachers. Comments from the viral video show understanding. Men don't usually call cops about this stuff because they're afraid they'll be laughed at. The fact that he called 911 shows he was at his wit's end. The case sparked important conversations about how society views intimate partner violence when gender roles are reversed. Hannah served 7 days in jail, but consequences extend beyond incarceration. She lost her teaching career permanently and faces 18 months of GPS monitoring, house arrest, and mental health counseling. Her attorney faced reputational damage for his courtroom failure. David finally has legal protection through no-contact orders and GPS monitoring. The case sparked policy discussions about privilege protection, male victim recognition, and institutional accountability when family members commit crimes. Hannah Freeman's case represents both system failure and ultimate success. Failure to prevent privileged escalation, but success in eventual accountability. The case shows public hunger for accountability stories where privilege eventually runs out and justice prevails. But it also reveals how many failures occurred before consequences arrived. The viral attention sparked serious discussions about male victims, female perpetrators, and institutional privilege, topics often overlooked in mainstream coverage. If you want in-depth analysis of cases like this, examining both the crimes and cultural reactions, subscribe to Women of Crime for Thursday and Sunday uploads. Hannah Freeman walked into court expecting privilege to protect her and walked out in handcuffs, finally understanding actions have consequences. For David, the case represents validation that his fears were real and his courage potentially saved his life. The ultimate lesson: recognizing entitled stalker behavior early and responding with immediate consequences might prevent escalation to criminal levels that traumatize victims and destroy lives. Hannah is serving her sentence under court supervision. Whether she truly understands what she did wrong or just understands she got caught remains to be seen. In the next video, I'm covering another case of professional privilege meeting criminal behavior. Subscribe now and let me know what aspect of Hannah's case disturbed you most: the stalking, the privilege protection, or the courtroom meltdown.